my life. I've been waiting, tonight there'll be no hesitation, no boy. You know it's me, oh boy. I want the world to see that it's you.
Four of the filmmakers, and perhaps five of the filmmakers, will be here to discuss the making of the film and answer any of your questions. To me, this is a tremendous opportunity. We don't know very much about the real inside scoop on making a major motion picture. So it'll be interesting to hear from these people.
On the far left is Francis Avrut-Bauer, the associate producer of the film. Joe Renzetti, we just met. Freddie Bauer, producer of the film. Steve Rash, the director of the film. So I'd like to welcome them all.
We had all been together. Steve and myself and Fran and Maggie, Steve's wife, had been together for about 8 years before we even embarked on this. We had been making television shows, rock and roll television shows, specials, and we pioneered what became MTV. And we had lived together, worked together, and shared all of the duties. In other words, we all produced, we all directed, we did the sound, we did the lights, because we were all there was. We were basically a garage band TV production company. Don McLean sang American Pie, and you know, you'd heard the song a billion times and never knew what the hell he was singing about. And just that one day, it made sense to us. We went, he's singing about the end of the 50s, the end of root rock and roll. So by the time we got to our agent's office, we went, listen to this idea. The day the music died, the Buddy Holly story, we said we start with a plane crash and we work our way backwards. And our agent said, I can sell that.
No, we didn't have all the money ever at any one time, but it was a long time ago, and you were able to fudge around, and you know, Eddie, our agent, was selling parts of the record rights and all as we were going along, so money was continuing to come in. And Steve and Freddie were shooting the movie, and Joe with the music sequences first. So before we got to the end, we had sold the movie to Columbia based on the music sequences, and because they were so exciting.
We knew that our guy had to actually play and sing live, because we were the generation that grew up on lip syncs on Dick Clark, but we were the generation that founded stereos and hi-fis and headsets, and we knew everybody in the audience would know. No, they wouldn't leap to their feet and yell, oh, he's a fraud. But when they leave the theater and you say, did you like the picture? They'd go, yeah, it was okay, because they wouldn't have believed him. And if you don't believe, it's all about believability, any movie.
That music, what makes this movie more effective than it is in traditional productions? It's pretty crude, and it's rough, and it's very simple and kind of raw, but it was real. Those guys were up there playing for real. And it's one of the few times that's ever been done, even to this day, where a real rock and roll band was playing up there. It wasn't pre-recorded. That was Gary singing. That was Gary playing with a lot of help.
We used to say, we want the audience's heart to drop into their shoes. And the thing is, we were independent filmmakers, and that's important because a studio would never have let us end the movie like that, because it's too abrupt.
My background is I have a Master of Fine Arts in filmmaking with an emphasis in screenwriting. So I've been able to work with English teachers and a broadcast teacher in allowing the kids to experience part of the process of how this film came about, in terms of writing with theme, in terms of developing characters, in terms of moving the camera, moving actors in front of the camera, where do you put the camera? So that's what I'm doing with the English classes. The movie is 20 years old?
23.
Yeah.
23 years old. The story is about 35 years old, and I think it holds up pretty well.